I'm Michelle Mikes, the K-12 Mathematics Supervisor for the Cobb County School District. Our district is committed to helping students succeed, and you as parents are an integral part of this process. To help keep you informed about what your child is learning in our math classrooms, we are excited to provide you with these informational videos on concepts taught throughout the school year. Thank you for taking the time to discover ways to support your students' learning.
Welcome to the second grade Unit 1 parent video. My name is Jamie Carberry. Today we are going to discuss the components of the second grade Extending Base 10 unit. Here's a concept map that shows the main topics for instruction. In this unit, students will be able to read and write, compare, and understand the place value of numbers up to 1,000. Students will be able to use mental math as well as other strategies to add and subtract numbers, skip count by fives, tens, and hundreds, solve one-step word problems using addition and subtraction strategies, as well as solve word problems that involve money. Students will also be able to draw and read pictographs and bar graphs. The first area that we're going to zoom in on is they understand that 3 digits of a 3-digit number represents the hundreds, tens, and ones. Students may be given the number 285. They will then think about how 285 can be shown as 200 squares, 8 10 sticks, and 5 ones. It is also correct to show 285 as using 28 tens and 5 ones, or a student can draw 100, 18 tens, and 5 ones, and so on. For the next area on the concept map, students are expected to understand that numbers can be written and read in multiple ways. Here we have the 3-digit number 235. Students need many opportunities reading and writing numerals in multiple ways. Some of these ways include the standard form, the written or word form, and expanded form. The next area on the concept map we're going to talk about is the compare area. For this standard, students need to compare two 3-digit numbers based on the hundreds, tens, and ones place using symbols. When students compare numbers in second grade, they use the symbols greater than, less than, and equal to. Here we have two numbers, 452 and 455, that we need to compare. A student might say 452 has 4 hundreds, 5 tens, and 2 ones. 455 has 4 hundreds, 5 tens, and 5 ones. They have the same number of hundreds and the same number of tens, but 455 has 5 ones and 452 has only 2 ones. 452 is less than 455. This standard calls for students to count within 1,000. This means that students are expected to count on from any number and say the next few numbers that come afterwards. For example, if students are asked to skip count, the teacher may ask them to start at a number like 25 and count on by fives. Here, a student will continue counting by fives, saying 30, 35, 40, and 45. A teacher might also get a little bit more difficult starting on a number that doesn't end in a 5 or a 0. They may say start at the number 73 and count by fives. Here, a student will need to continue counting by fives, saying 78, 83, 88, and 93. One tool that your child may use in the classroom is a hundreds chart. So if they were asked to start at the number 73, they would find 73 on the hundreds chart, and they would continue to count by fives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 78. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 83. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 88, and so on. In second grade, students will also be asked to skip count by hundreds. So a teacher may say, start at the number 400 and count on by hundreds. Here, a student will continue counting by changing only the digit in the hundreds place. 500, 600, 700, and 800. Teacher may ask them to start on a number that is not exactly on 100, such as start at 135 and count by hundreds. A student here knows the patterns that the hundreds place is the only digit that changes and it increases by 1. So the next few numbers are 235, 335, 435, and 535. In second grade, students are expected to solve word problems with dimes, nickels, and pennies. Students need to solve story problems connecting these different representations of coins. They are not expected to mix dollars and coins during this year. Here's an example of a word problem that involves money. Here, a student needs to show 76 cents in change 3 different ways. So in the space below, there are 3 different combinations of coins where a student will make 76 cents. Students in second grade are supposed to use mental math strategies to solve equations up to the number 20. Mental strategies help students make sense of number relationships as they are adding and subtracting within 20. The ability to calculate mentally with efficiency is very important for all students. Mental strategies may include the following: counting on, which works best with +1 and +2 facts. Here, a student will put 9 in their head and count on 2 more, 10, 11. The sum is 11. Counting back works best with -1 and -2 facts. Here, a student will put 13 in their head and count back 1, 12. The difference is 12. Fact families are equations that use the same 3 numbers. So, 8 plus 5 equals 13 is the same as 13 minus 8 equals 5. Students relate addition to subtraction. Doubles facts are equations that have the same number. 6 plus 6, 8 plus 8, 4 plus 4. Students need to practice these facts regularly so that they know the answers fluently. Doubles plus 1 is very similar to this doubles facts. Here we have 6 plus 7. A student already knows that 6 plus 6 equals 12, so 6 plus 7 is 1 more, with a sum of 13. Students also need to be able to use addition and subtraction within 100 to solve one-step word problems. Here are 2 different types of word problems that a second grader may find, and a couple of strategies that they can use to solve each word problem. On the top, students need to be able to add 11 plus 8 to get a sum of 19 to find the answer. The first strategy is called an open number line strategy, where a child will place the 11 at the beginning, and they will make 8 hops, showing that they are adding 1 each time, and when they're finished with their 8 hops, they have a sum of 19. The next strategy is drawing those base 10 blocks. So 11, we would draw 1 10 and 1 1, plus 8 ones, to have a combined total of 1 10 and 9 ones to show a sum of 19. The bottom word problem is a subtraction word problem, where students need to take 76 bananas and subtract 30. One strategy to do this is drawing, again, base 10 blocks. Here, this child drew 7 10s and 6 ones. To subtract 30, a child will take away 3 10s. So here we circled 3 10s, and you can see they label take away. Then they will count how many 10s and 1s are left to get a difference of 4 10s and 6 1s. Over here, a child is using a hundreds chart to show the subtraction. They find 76 and they are subtracting 30. A child knows that on a hundreds chart, going up is subtracting by 10 each time. So they start at 76 and they go up 3 spaces. When they're finished, their finger is pointing to 46. So 76 minus 30 is a difference of 46. The final area on the concept map is drawing pictographs as well as bar graphs. For this standard, students will build on the first grade skill of collecting and organizing data in a table. How to draw data in the form of a pictograph and a bar graph using a scale of only 1. Students should have experiences posing a question with 4 possible responses and then work with the data that they collect to find those answers. Second graders should draw both vertical and horizontal bar graphs. Each bar graph should include a title, scale, labels, and of course the data represented using bars. Pictographs are graphs that show data using symbols. Pictographs should include a title, categories, label, and a key that shows how many each symbol represents. In second grade, students are only working with a scale of 1.
Thank you for your time. We know that when families and schools work together, student success increases. Please visit the Cobb County Math Department website for additional information and resources to support your student at home.